Pounders, welcome back. Happy Saturday night. We're going to be ripping some more BBMs. We're officially 75 through. Unfortunately, this morning, someone drafted Harold Fannin in the second round, Marshawn Lloyd in the first. So hoping we get that entry back soon. Numi help. So probably 74, but we're going to take a quick peek into the portfolio before we dive into some more drafts. So let's have a quick peek here. My favorite way to do it's on bestballoverlay.com. That's what I'm comfortable with. Choose a little file here. All right. We'll take a look at where the San Fran receivers are going again tonight. We gave Juwan Jennings like an ultra slight bump up because of the news with Ayuk, which was already expected. So we're not double counting it. It's like he's up like 3 spots. Ricky Pearsall, we'll see what ends up happening with Ricky. But Juwan Jennings, dare I say, better in the eliminator right now. God. Yeah, everyone will probably end up double counting it, right? Kittle will rise up even more. Juwan Jennings will rise up even more, and we'll just all be sad. All right, let me set this to BBM, and let's do a quick check of the single stacks. 11 teams with May and Diggs, 8 with Caleb and Rome, Tuitt and Waddle. Here's Caleb and DJ Moore, so pretty heavily on the Chicago stacks here, and it's probably gonna be up there for doubles too. JJ McCarthy and Jefferson, you like to see that. Herbert and Trey Harris up there. Dak and Lamb, Dak and Ferguson. Okay, we like that. Drake May, Diggs, Henry in 5. Caleb, DJ Moore, Colson Loveland. Colson Loveland's one that I think his price is as cheap as it gets, unless you continue to get negative injury news. Either he's not practicing or does he get re-injured in practice. It's the only way he's going to get cheaper. But I would make the bet that we should probably get a few shares where he's at. Someone that was going, and we could take a peek because it's kind of an interesting profile from when we got the injury news on him. Post NFL draft, we got a nice little rise with the landing spot, right? He started at 123. He went up to 110. 110. And then obviously the news that he wasn't going to be ready for camp. And he bottomed out at 132. He's up 4 spots. So I think people are starting to realize we might get that news that he could be ready for camp. So something that I've been trying to scoop the last few days, something that I think is at least worth a look because he might not get any cheaper, but there are a shit ton of tight ends in that range, like a shit ton of tight ends. You have Kraft, you have Njoku, you have Warren, a lot of tight ends. So it's one of my favorite ranges to double tap right now for titties here. Doubles. Gibbs and JMO. Ooh, that could be a nice little different way to hit that. Get off the Amon-Ra. Dak, Jake Ferguson, Pickens, Burrow, T. Higgs, and Gesicki. This is what made me, and I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm not doing it because it worked last year. This is what made me $20K last year in the MMG second place. Was the Burrow, T. Higgs, Gesicki stack. And then the 30 banger from Neighbors. Yeah, those help. The triple stack. Not too many. Stroud, Mixon, Higgins, Schultz, May, Kyle Williams, Diggs, Henry, Herbert, Johnson, Ladd, Conklin, Caleb, Roschon, DJ Moore, Loveland, Caleb, Roschon, Odunze, DJ Moore. A couple different variants with May. Oof, interesting. Do we have anything too sick? I mean, these are all puppies. Here's a plus 100 for BBM. Allen and Caleb. Chase Brown at 34. When was this drafted? This was drafted April 29th. Okay. So we get Allen at 39. We get Pacheco at 106, 30 spots of movement here. Sharbs, we bring in Javonte. Ray Day at 154, another 19. Braylon Allen's, whatever. Neighbors, London, O'Dunes, Waddle at 63. We take a massive hit on Luther Burden. We sort of get it back with Keon Coleman. And then Pat Bryant at 207. Goddard, Otten, and Terrence Ferguson. There's a lot going on there. Luther Burden's another one, right? Like if he starts to get news that he could return to practice, you will see a small bump out of Burden as well. So one of those interesting profiles, interesting players. Not going to want none, and that price actually seems pretty good. So probably worth looking into mixing in at his ADP if you've been fading, because I don't see him getting cheaper unless, again, we get that injury news that he's still hurt and he's not practicing. Some quick hellos. Dylan, what's up? Smooth Criminal, Green Bean, 0, Pack Fan, Sean Z. You were in that draft this morning. Yeah, just throw it out. Halfway through, I just went on auto. It's like there's no way it's going through. T-Wise, Pat. Yeah, should I do 1 BBM or 5 puppies? I would do 5 puppies personally. The just BBMs, puppies not easy to make the finals by any means, but having 5 shots versus the 1 if you're taking a shot, that really the answer is probably going to be the Chow Chow. When the Chow Chow comes out, it's what's going to be like $25 to $50 entry fee, 20 entry max. A Pounder Bry in the Discord took down the Chow Chow 2 years ago for $50K. The advance rates are going to be a lot less punishing through the playoffs and just a little easier to realize your edge in a contest like that. You can make the finals in this lifetime. Show us that juicy CLV for BBM. Yeah, baby. I'm waiting to get some train cam news. Let's get some positive news on Diggs because I want to stop drafting him. Personally, I want to stop drafting him and just be like, all right, our average pick here is 76, and he goes up to where he belongs if he is set to play week 1. So it's a little risk reward, but I'm completely okay coming off the stance for the whole back end if he gets expensive, and then we'll switch on to different players in that range that we weren't drafting. Cedric Tillman up here, Tony Pollard up here, Andrews, AD, Keenan Allen. I don't know. I just can't stop, I guess. Pickens, Waddle up here, Rico, Lloyd, Ferg, DJ Moore, Algier, Mason Taylor, Stevenson, Roshan, and Trey Harris here. Trey Harris at 16.7%. Who's another one? Where are we at on Quentin Johnston? 12.9%. We like that as well. I don't know why. It feels like Quentin Johnston goes a little too late too. It's like a wide receiver dead zone. It's like him, Cedric Tillman. There's like Romeo Dobbs, and then like Leggett. Then you're looking at like the slot wide receiver zone. It's like it goes to like Thielen, Douglas. It's like I like to get one of those guys at least. So you see a lot of Quentin Johnston. You see a lot of Cedric Tillman for me, the way that I'm drafting right now. Ned's put up an interesting post on Twitter saying like, oh, let's see some of your fades. Like that shit's always fun, right? So, we throw a post down, we throw a BBM, or actually it's probably just entire contest. It was all 248. Chuba Hubbard, 2% Chuba. That might surprise some people because I don't talk about it a lot. I know I have my exposures up on screen, but that still might surprise some people. Saw a YouTube vid that Kendrick Bourne made doing some training workouts, and Diggs looked pretty nice. He's looked pretty nice for a while now. It's like nothing came of the yacht thing Yeah, there's still a risk for Diggs outside, off the field shit going on. Like clearly he's that kind of character. He's going party. So are we. We just cracked a cold one. 16 OZ, a little zombies of death. What could go wrong? Like what could go wrong? Smooth. What do we got? Give us the one spot. Dear Lord. Dear Lord, one of these days. All right, this is probably going to be a really good draft to watch for anyone. There is so many pounders in here that this is going to play like a high stakes draft without any auto drafters. We got a couple badgeless in here. I wonder if any of these badgeless are in the live stream, but shout out to TM, Sean, Z, JSN in the one hole, the Pack Fan, Shock Trauma, Nick Bach. I think that might be it. So we got 5 or 6 people in here. That one spot is mine. Yeah, I knew the name looked familiar. Also, Kendrick Bourne might be back. Dude, the wide receiver room in New England is just it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Is it Booty? Is it Bourne? Like, who's the wide receiver 2? Who's the 3? Who's the 4? Oh, God. The question is, do we make a video trying to join the Flock League? Do we make a video trying to join the Flock League? I saw Mason put a post out. They need one more for their league. If anything, 2 days away. Sounds pretty nice. Sounds pretty nice. Let's go. This is what we need, man. Why are you guys not working as hard as Huckleberry? Why don't you work as hard as Huckleberry? Going to training camp practices, like, that's what we need. That's what we need. All right. Bijan's going to be interesting for us. We famously get a lot of the 2-hole. So the 3 spot is nice when Jefferson's gone, because early in the contest, we were going Jefferson at 3, and that's how we ended up with a bag of Jefferson, 13.2%. So I'm happy that I'm up ahead on Jefferson. I would hate to be under 8% on Jefferson. And I'm glad he did flip Bijan in ADP, because now when we get the 3-hole, we can just catch up on Bijan instead of trying to get the 2 spot for Jefferson. Because clearly you can't get the 1 spot. So Nick Bach at the 11. Achane goes at 13. I honestly don't think he should fall past 13. Jay getting his guys, going Chase Brown here at 15. Only reason I don't like it is because we have teams with Chase Brown at 34. Gibbs over Bijan. I love Gibbs this year too, man. I love Gibbs this year. Got an unhealthy amount of Olave here. 27% for Pat. That's thick. Ooh, Bowers. Bowers at 20. All right, let's pull up the combo tool. What do we have for, let's go to available players. 0 Tyreek with Bijan. Let's start there. Let's bring in a Tyreek share. If you guys don't know what we're using, bestballoverlay.com. This is the new and improved combo tool where you can shoot and see your combinations with the players you've drafted. I can add a second player. Of course, we are unique through 2 picks here because we only have 4 teams with Bijan, but 3 of those 4 teams have Garrett Wilson. Like, you just wouldn't know that. You just wouldn't know that. So 0 have T. Higgs. Let's bring in an easy T. Higgins click at pick 27. Not unique in the sense of uniqueness for all teams that have drafted in Underdog, but unique for our own portfolio that I like these players, and I don't have this combination through 3 rounds. And we know the reason that is important because your early round picks determine the highest success rate of your advance rates. You miss, it's punishing. You hit, you're going to have a fun time. Barkley, Henry, T. Higgs from last year was he at the 4, 3, 4, or 4, 5 last year? My God, he was an absolute smash. CBK in the house. What's up, baby? We're doing some BBMs tonight. This is number 76. So we're officially halfway through. Really. We'll see with Tyreek. Still practicing with the wrist brace on. It's not obviously the greatest of news. Here's Hampton off at 35. Terry at 36 with JD, the double. Yeah. I don't know if the 5 is the 5 hole watching. Wonder if the 5 hole in the 12 spot might be in the live stream. Not sure. This dude went Chase at 15. Genty fell to 18. Shock trauma tried to get cute when Derrick Henry at 8. And because he did that, if he went Genty at 17, it wouldn't have been that different, right? Like you're not getting like any unique combination there going Henry and Genty. So I think he felt forced to go receiver and then get a combo that made sense. But that pushes Genty to the Gibbs team, which is a 6 start, but then he's just ruining it by continuing to draft running backs. You gotta love it. No way. How many drafts do you have, my man? How many drafts deep? What training camp having access to would give you the biggest edge in best ball? That's an interesting question. Let me have a thought about that. We are going Kittle here at 46. Give us that old school price, baby. Give us that old school price. We got 2 receivers. We have a shit ton of receivers we can pick from at 51, and that's the way we're probably going to build this. Let's think. Carolina's not a bad one. It's a good shout. I mean, you'd want to see. There's just so many receivers. There's so many receivers. But also, what can Rico do in that offense would be interesting. Give us Tet? I don't know. Hurts here is an automatic click. Hurts at 51. Just give me. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just go naked Hurts at 51 and advance the team. Kind of a no-brainer for me. Falcons. I don't think the Falcons really would give that much of an edge. I think it's a pretty straightforward offense where it's like London, wide receiver 1, Mooney, wide receiver 2, Pitts, a tight end, Bijan, RB1. You know what I mean? So I don't think seeing camp really helps all that much for the Falcons. You want something where there's a lot of questions up in the air. Colts is a good one, but even then, like the receivers, you expect to see a mix of all 4 guys. Jacksonville would be an interesting one because of the running backs. I'd probably shoot for Jacksonville. We're drafting 3 running backs in the top 160. Receivers as well with what's going on there. What's the news on Strange? I think Jacksonville's an interesting one because of the 3-headed running back room. That's what I'm going to go with. Scoot in the house. What's up, baby? Browns would be. So if the question was, if you guys are just joining, what would be the biggest edge to have training camp access to for best ball? Yeah, for RBs, for me, like RB rooms that we don't know a whole lot about, it's the Jags. It's the Jags. Rice still going in the 3rd. It depends. It's room to room. It's room to room. I've seen him in the low 50s, mid 50s, high 40s. Here he goes in the third round at 30. He falls to a badgeless drafter. If I see one of the pounders draft him, I'll take that into account. I'll weigh that a little more heavily. I know. Criminal. I had an absolute bag in the big board. I think we ended up with almost double the field or just over double the field for the big board for Hurts. Criminal. Rookies and sophomores is so much fun. I stopped drafting after day 2 just because of the ADP updates. But we ended up with 40 teams. Very happy with that. I love that they dropped it to a $5 entry as well. Wow. Yeah. JSN about to donate to the crowd, I think. Do we force the Burrow click here? I don't think so. Let's see what happens. We know JSN's gonna go Burrow with one of the clicks. So what are the other 3 picks going to be? One's Laporta. If Tet falls to us, we go Tet here, and then we get Joe Burrow on the way back around, is what it is. We wanted Pacheco. Pain. He punishes us. Fuck. ADP. Yeah, this is... Chicago, Tennessee. Let's mix in the David Montgomery click here. We have an absolute bag of Tony Pollard right now. We have an absolute bag. Nice Pacheco click. I guess KC would be another one that you're going to want to keep an eye on. And it's why I subscribe to Greg at the Coach Speak Index. Like, having that information first and having it sometimes weeks ahead of people is extremely helpful. When you're drafting every day and you're using that knowledge in the draft room, it's wildly helpful. So pretty excited with training camp starting back up. No, I'm not. Who's he fighting? Thought by taking Devonta there, I could get Hurts on the wrap. Yeah, it's worth a shot, dude. It's worth a shot. Yeah. You would have. But he had to have not gone the 2 guys who were falling. And Sean had the spoon out, so he said no. Sean said no. I'm going to send my exposure now. I couldn't send it until 9:08. Uh-oh. So many slows. I can't wait for my poodle slows to stop. 17 because I fell behind. I entered the slow draft. 17 poodles. The Corgi. I have a Dalmatian. I didn't realize the Dalmatian was a slow draft though. Rip. Either did Herzig. It's like I could have swore I joined the fast draft. I'm like, same, bro. Same. All right. Let's just gonna upload a couple more teams. I think 3 or 4 more BBM teams of data. So we'll get the most up to date. All right, Hertz. Let's plug in Bijan. Okay. How about Tyreek? If we go Burrow there, we're really forcing it, right? Like that's quite a bit of capital spent at QB. quite a bit of capital. 50% Kelsey, so we only have 2 Hill teams. 10 T. Higgs teams. No Kyler with T. Higgs is such a mistake. It's such a mistake. As a bring back in this game, I have 0 Kyler T. Higgs playing that side of the ball. That's wild. That's wild. Damn. This is gonna be Higgins for us. We need to catch up. We need to catch up. If you guys haven't already, go down, slap the like on the live stream. We're gonna be ripping a second draft at let's keep it at a modest 30, 35 likes. We have 46 people in the building. If you guys enjoy the content, log into the YouTube channel, log into your account, hit the subscribe button. Keeps us coming back, keeps us doing more. Keon Coleman off the board at 96. Yeah, it's kind of the wide receiver dead zone here. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go Harris. Harris and Higgins. Bring up another receiver because on the way back around, these guys aren't going to be there. These guys aren't going to be there, and it's a nice spot for us to double tap tight end there. Maybe go an RB and a tight end if we want to be more balanced, and then on the way back around, grab Tua. That's the thought. Baker's there, but again, we have a lot of capital at QB already, and we're just not really positioned, in my mind, well enough to go a second QB there. Wide receivers start to fall off. RBs start to fall off. Harris might be rising. I don't even really care about closing line value on Harris. I just like the player first off. And I'm just gonna he's just one that I'm gonna grab ahead of ADP. We're at 16%. My average CLV is probably gonna be reaching on him, to be honest. Our average pick's spot on, actually right on ADP, which is surprising. So that tells me that we were ahead of him early on Contest Open, and then we continued to draft him. Because I've been reaching on him about 6 to 8 picks for the last 3 weeks. Two Higgins on the same team. Yeah, one of them has to hit. It's math. It's math. Most wouldn't understand. Purdy and Baker's a nice double tap there. Baker at 107 brings with an Abuka. He's got Ayuk, Juwan Jennings. Oh, we should show off. We will show after this pick. We'll show you guys our $75 Pitbull entry that we entered at 3 in the morning, and then we entered a slow draft for our second one because it filled. It filled at like 4 a.m. Savages. Didn't even get to stream one. So sad. So sad. What a spot here. What a spot here. These RBs are coming off. Oh, he forces it. He forces the Andrew pick. He gives us Charbonnet. We love that. We thank him. We thank him. Mm. Damn, this boy just going and getting his guys, huh? This boy's going and getting his guys. It's yeah, 0. It's math. Most wouldn't understand it. It's all set. It's all set. Colson Loveland, Luther Burden. Javante there as well. Let's go Loveland. I do want a little mini here, San Fran, Chicago. It's double tight end, so it's not the prettiest mini, but like I said, I wanna get ahead of more so I wanna get ahead of the Colson Loveland, where I think he could rise up. Kittle Loveland's a fun combo too. That I'm pretty confident stopping in 2, and reason being, not because, like, Kittle's like this boom bust guy typically, but, early season, if Ricky starts slow, if, Ayuk's gonna be on the pup, he's missing games, you might get some more steady production from Kittle early season to deal with early season woes from, a rookie that might start slow for other reasons. Another one was I I am trying to advance a Addison Ayuk team in the Bulldog. All's a steal. Some are saying Jalen Hurts and Daniel Jones, Barkley, Demont, Barkley at 6, Demont, Stevenson, Algier, Dowdle, Braylon Allen, AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson. So we got AJ Brown at 19 with Barkley and Hurts. Little Philly onslaught for our first 3 picks, 3 out of 4. Garrett Wilson, JMO, Addison, Ayuk, Trey Harris, Hollywood Brown right here is, in my mind, very strategic. Early season, no Rice, sort of pad the missing points here, and we had to add another receiver. That was sort of the deal breaker for me when we stop with Hawk and Henry. Stop with Hawk and Henry. We'll got some nice minis in this Detroit, Minnesota game as well. We didn't end up getting a Buffalo bring back, did we? No Buffalo bring back. Maybe this could have been like a sneaky Elijah Moore. Up in 1 pick, just in time. Okay, so we could go Stroud. No, oh, this team has Waddle. So if we want Tua, it's now. Kind of want Stroud. Kind of want Stroud in this one. We're recovering. We're recovering in my mind. We're recovering. Yeah. We've been very generous. We've been very generous to Mr. Pittsburgh tonight. Extremely generous. That slide on Kyle Williams. Ooh. I think we just have to go Garendo here. We can't go Algier. We have Bijan. Let's go Jarendo. It's not on purpose, bro. It's just the way it's falling for my team. 1, 3, 5, 1 through 10. You always love those teams. Mitch taking notes, bro. Mitch taking notes. Science was my shit. Which player hitting? This is funny, right? Like Diggs is my highest owned, but I don't think him hitting will make me the most money. I think it's actually like one of your highest owned RB2s that goes in that 130, 120 to 180 range. For me, it's probably Rico. It's probably Rico Dowdle, just because of how cheap he is. If there's an injury to Chuba, that's my answer. Yeah. Dude, are we just locked tight right now? Both have an ass and Ayuk Bulldog. I'd be interested to see your build too. It's like, even if people think he's not going to have a large role, right? He's there for the contingent value. He's there for the contingent value of being the RB2 in case of an injury. Man, Jaden Blue just turned into Jaden Who. Am I right? Am I right? He actually did pretty good though last year. Like he had pretty good hands. He didn't have the craziest yards after catch, but he has some good hands. The other thing is didn't they drafted Trevor Etienne, which is sort of surprising having Jonathan Brooks. You know, just you're expecting Brooks not for this year, but for next year, and that you wouldn't use more capital on running back, but well, maybe insurance plan, they must have liked him. Let's turn this back to T. Higgs. So what's cool is you could set it by ranks, or you could also just set it to ADP to follow the board, and as players are drafted, they're removed from the combo tool to make it very clean and easy to see your available combos with your team and who's left on the board. For us, let's pad a couple of these rookies, maybe pad Chris Godwin. Tampa Bay would be another one I would say, like, training camps would be very important to watch. What's going on with the receivers? What's Godwin doing? What's the running back room looking like for splits? Tampa Bay is gonna be another very important camp to watch. A lot of expensive pieces in that offense too. But yeah, let's bring in Douglas to pad a couple of these guys here. We let Rico go this draft. Miles Sanders off the board. I guess this is where we click Tank Bigsby. We'll bring him in at 171. 3 bye week 8. Something to note. We're gonna need a sixth running back anyways with this group. Hero running back build around Bijan. So with that in mind, we're done at QB. If we wanted to, we could bring in someone like Schultz for this tight end room. Don't need to. Uh, don't absolutely need to. I actually don't even think I have that much Schultz. 3.8%. It's tiny. But yeah, we got this little Houston Chargers stack bring back on dome game. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find. Yeah, it would have been nice in hindsight if we can go back and just say, "Hey, let's target Goddard." Like we don't have a stack with Jalen Hurts. Let's go Goddard for our tight end too. In hindsight, and then we have the bring back with. So Pat Bryant off the board, Donta Thorman off the board. Joshua Palmer is one that's tough. Buffalo would be very interesting with how many receivers there are. It'd be very interesting to see what's going on there. Zach Ertz off the board. Yeah, get these tight ends off the board, please. Please, please, please. Philly first, Buffalo. Can we get? Do we? Is this a last round Elijah Moore click here? Who's been clicking Elijah Moore? I know that someone in here has been clicking Elijah Moore. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, no. Willie Knows Ball just added me on Discord. Am I in trouble? Am I in there could be a rap song coming out. All fun and games, boys. All fun and games. Let's not even think about it. Let's bring in this cheap double stack in Houston. Just slam it. Just slam it. We are just for, like, the BBM related drafts, just BBM related, we're at 259, but we have 263 pre, and then this is, like, another 100. So 5, just over 5, 6, just over 600 drafts this offseason. That's and we're hitting the heaviest draft point of the offseason right now. Pretty disgusting. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough click for me, dude. I'm gonna be on Fantasy Football Garage tomorrow night at 8 PM Eastern. Tommy, I'll get you your question in a minute. So much Marshawn Lloyd. So much Keenan Allen. We're gonna stick here with the 2 tight ends. We're gonna stick here, say Colson Loveland's actually a really good pick. Kittle ends up paying off ADP, and this is just a good combo. I'm gonna spend it on receiver. 3 rookies, Chris Godwin, who could start slow, Keenan Allen, who doesn't have a job. That's the thing, like, if I maxed BBM, I would be I'd have so much more invested in Keenan Allen. So it's another, like it's risk reward, right? If he does sign with the team tonight, like, the price today is not gonna be the price tomorrow. Or he could retire, and I would just continue to I would have more of him, so I would just love news on Keenan Allen. Let me know. Should I stop drafting him? Like, shit. He's obviously like, if he lands anywhere, will outscore any receiver in this range. All the way like, if he signs on a team, he's going above Thielen, he's going above Demario Douglas, he's going above Jalen McMillan, he's going above Dobbs, in my opinion. See you disbanded, bro. Bills have Hard Knocks this year, that's a good point. Tommy V in the house. For 10 team PPR, I'm wondering I got pick 7, I'm thinking about Neighbors over Puka and Amon-Ra for the upside to compete after the Elite 6 go. It's not a bad plan. I would most likely go Puka over Neighbors for redraft for the purposes of yeah, Neighbors are gonna have the higher ceiling, but I think Puka's gonna give you a higher floor week to week. Like, Neighbors might be dealing with trying to get on the same page with 2 different quarterbacks this year. Russ and then Dart at some point. I would expect him to get on the field. We sort of get punished at RB, but we still have an idea. BTFD with the 367. Haven't seen the Trey Tucker click in a minute. We are going to bring in a Sean Tucker click here. Pair it with Godwin. Sean Tucker for all the money. Right at the end. Bijan, Demont, Sharbs, Garendo, Tank Bigsby, Sean Tucker. Not clicking a ton of not really clicking Bigsby at all. I'm just trying to, like, ignore him. Although I know there's a case. There's a world in which Bigsby hits too. There's definitely a world in which Big hits. Does it involve, like, ETN getting moved? I don't injured. Any other contest here that we could dip into? Or are we just doing all BBMs tonight? We could do a sprint. If you guys wanna see a sprint. I'm not doing the puppy 2, I'm skipping out. Rookies and sophomores I'm done with. It's just BBM. It's just BBM. Yeah, nah, he's elite, man. He's elite. It's not a bad problem to have. Being in the middle of the draft board is it's probably my favorite for redraft. It sucks that if you miss out on Gibbs, like, it's such a no-brainer. It's such a no-brainer. Alright, we are on the back end here. We are absolutely on the back end. We are the horse's ass. Frank, 10 spot, king of kings, roto heat, another sharp drafter. Best ball Viper in here at the 6 hole. This room is no joke. TM Long with us as well. Z Charter. Not 100% sure if he's in the building, but let me know if you guys are in here. I didn't shout you out. Got 18% Allen. That's basically what I'm staying around right now. It's like I'm trying not to go crazy because this could very easily, if you want to take my honest opinion, like risk reward, he's for advance rates. And this isn't like he's not like the highest upside pick in that range. It's probably ends up going to one of the RB2s in case of an injury. But as a receiver, could be he could be a really good advance rate piece. And he was Chicago. He was Caleb's favorite target last year. He's old, we know, but still getting in the end zone 7 times. The routes were still there. Like he's a great route runner. He never got there on speed. I'm not really worried about the age thing. It's more so the fucking team thing. The not being on a team thing in those teams that he wants to go to. Like, does he end up on the Chargers? Right? There's been a call for that. KC would be crazy. San Fran would be crazy if the Ricky injury is lingering or he just can't get back to full health or he re-injures it if he does come back from the pup. There's a lot to look at there. CMC off at 10. I am happy we're at the 12 right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Because usually it means we're automatically getting this player fill in the blank. This player fill in the blank. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want a Monra there. All right. Achan, I have 0 BTJ Achan in 11 teams. Is interesting. 0 Achan London's another interesting one. 0 Genti Achan. Let's see. Let's go BTJ. Let's go BTJ. Where are we at? 8% flat on BTJ. I probably want to be just slightly underweight. Just slightly. I think the Achan London combo will be significantly less owned, and you're not really giving up that much, if anything, for projections. So wide receiver depth is Ridley. I like Ridley. I liked him better where he was going in the big board. Like we smashed on the closing line value on Ridley for the big board, but now it's definitely like I'm at 12% still. I'm curious what my average is on Ridley. We're right. We're actually right in the middle here for post NFL. How about all? Yeah, it's all tournaments. PDM. Yeah, right on ADP. He is a good depth piece. I agree with that. I agree with that. You're looking at improved QB play. He's the clear number 1. I mean, they bring in, like, Tyler Lockett, a couple of rookies that slid in the draft. They have Chiggy, who's, like, not technically, like, a full-time tight end, but yeah, that it seems like an obvious bet in my opinion. Even if you just need volume, even if that clear ceiling, like, there's probably better ceiling plays in that range, but if you needed volume at receiver, it doesn't seem like a bad option. How much BTJ T-Law do we have? Do we have to plan for the Trevor Lawrence? Do we have to let's hit the refresh. Let's hit the refresh. Rev, 33%, that can definitely go up. Say anything under 50% is low for your quarterback stacks with your early receivers especially. You wanna lean into that early capital with those receivers being right. Viper brings up Hampton to 30. It's okay, just know a lot of teams got him at 43. But essentially trading a 3rd round for a 4th round is not the worst. It's not like it's several rounds, right? It's not like you're trading a 3rd for a 6th or 3rd for a 7th. You're swapping the 2. It's not the biggest deal. Yeah, Pats would be an insane spot. It'd be an insane spot. He doesn't I don't think he wants to come to New England. I don't think he wants to come to New England. Alright, 50% of our BTJ teams have Mike Evans. 0 have Terry. Do we go Terry double tap here or Terry Worthy? I kinda like the Terry Worthy idea. Kinda like the Terry Worthy idea. How about Achane? Achane's one of our heaviest drafted, so we're pretty balanced with Achane through here. 10% with Evans, 18% with Kyron, 9% with Worthy. Let's bring Worthy up here to 37. It's they brought in Debo, right? It's not like they brought in 25-year-old Debo. Yeah, I don't I don't know what people are really worried about with Terry. Like, I'm just gonna scoop him when he falls. I'm at 9.3%. I think it's completely fine. People are like, "Oh, you're betting too many eggs on him scoring a ton of touchdowns." It's like he's going to score a shit ton of touchdowns. You see the dude's hands? Bro's got hands, and Caleb can't hit a fucking barn from 5 feet away. Jane Daniels, they trust him in the red zone. Like, they trust him to make the plays, whether it's running or throwing. So, yeah, it's Terry seems like an obvious one to me. Not to mention, like, he's got Philly week 16, he's got Dallas week 17. Like, do you really wanna have 0 of this week 17 game against Dallas? Terry in DFS is probably gonna be pretty expensive on week 17 against Dallas. I bet the Dallas pieces are gonna be pretty expensive playing Washington. Yeah. This is the rumor that I've been seeing as well. We went onto a podcast and they asked him about I think one of the spots that reached out was Pittsburgh, and he, like, laughed and said no. He just laughed and said no. So Pittsburgh tried, they were looking. So knowing that he's not moving to Pittsburgh, most likely, 99%. His words, not mine. Like, makes Roman Wilson a little safer of a click in the 18th round. We'd be doing it in time box contests that fill. Uh, So he will be a lower owned piece, especially in those time box contests that are already filled. Viper going 1 receiver through 5 rounds. All right, he's here to play. He's here to play. Viper in the building. Do we punish him with a double tap receiver right here? Straight to the dome. Travis Hunter gone, Waddle gone. Where did Rice go? Rice went at 38. Again, to a Badges drafter. It seems like the Badges are just Autobots on Rice right now. Oh. Flowers at 60? Yeah. And James Conner? Is this team just drafting itself right now? We will go Flowers at 60. Yes, yes, we will. Yes, we shall. And James Conner at ADP. We can bring up Travion Henderson too. Nah, let's get some volume. Let's get some volume. We'll go James Conner. I'm trying not to overthink the James Conner too much. I didn't the last 2 years, so why start now? Easy click. Take James Conner here. If we're talking about RB3 on the offense, I'm going one of the rookies. I'm going Harvey or Travion Henderson, without a doubt. Alex, what's up, baby? When are you taking Rice? I have him ranked in, like, the Flowers range in, like, the 50 range. It just depends how many games you think he's being suspended. If you think he gets suspended for 4 and he, like, appeals down to 3, he probably should go right in this Terry range. If he gets 6 or 5, like, he should be bumped to the back of the 4th, early 5th. So we'll see. The median that I've been seeing online, which no one knows what they're talking about, but we do it anyways because you have to, is the thought is 4 games. I'm not too heavily onto the Davante Adams click this year. I know a lot of streamers are slapping the shit out of him, but I I don't love it. I don't love it. We're at 2.7% Davante Adams. I think that would actually surprise some people too. That's an early pick to be that underweight. I think Davante Adams being there is gonna be good for Puka, but you're always trying to find the age cliff, right? And a receiver that's gonna turn 33 in December, I'll take the bet on the cliff. I'll take the bet on the cliff there. Just for the price too. Like, you gotta factor in price, because I know someone's gonna come out and be like, "Oh, what about Diggs?" Like, Diggs goes in the 70s though. So if I'm wrong, I could still advance teams easily. You're wrong on a second or third rounder. Third rounder, you're getting hurt, getting your feelings hurt. Like, do we think Davante Adams has such a big season that he ends up in, like, the second round next year? Like, I don't know. I think we're drafting near ceiling, so dear Lord. Oh god. This is 100% he's clicking Mahomes. So tragic. Just 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 don't make the pick. So tragic. We will go Aaron Jones here. Alright. Mooney, Downs. Just pretend like we don't see Shakir. Let's go Downs. Let's try to get this game stack here against Indy. T-Law is gonna be a big target for us. Who's got Travis Hunter? 'Cause we're battling, Roto. We're battling. You better take him at 104, bro. He's not coming back. He is not back. Fuck. I hate the 12 hole now, especially being live on stream. Trying to push players is just impossible. We're the ones that are gonna have to reach. God damn. And I'm going to. He's mine, bro. He's mine at 109. Sleeper backup QB that could become starter is JJ McCarthy. Uh, that's funny. That's criminally. That's criminal. That's criminal. Oh my god. All right, let's get the poll up. Who didn't hit the like button? It's time to tell on yourself. Who didn't come say hello? Who's lurking in the background, not signed into their YouTube account? You know who you are. You know who you are. Shakir off Mooney. This range is pretty interesting. I think when we get to about this spot, including like all the RBs, like this is where you're gonna make your money. Is like being right in this range all the way all the way to Ray Day, I think. Like this range is where all the money's at. And we have some wild takes in this range too. Off of Jordan Mason, off of ETN, Warren Ratfield, Quinshot Judkins. I felt like I got punched in the face. Cam, we're pretty much we're hovering 8%. Dobbins at 12, Charbonnet at 16, Tracy very low, Stevenson at 17, just over Field on Javonte, big fade on Najee. Who's I don't understand who's drafting Najee. I don't get it. And I was a Najee borderline Najee truther last year, but like they upgraded the running back. Like there's a better running back there now. There's a better running back there now. He goes Tracy. We sort of thank him for that. Do we go a 10 pick fall on ETN here? We're in an interesting spot. We're ahead on receiver. We don't have a shit ton of stacks though. Nah, fuck that. Fuck. Oh, fuck me. Oh, geez. I just double clicked the queue. We are going Andrews here. And oh God, Drake May's just such a good out. I think we're going Bateman or Shaheed. The back stack on Prescott doesn't feel the best. In BBM, like, trying to win all the money, how do you get Dak to get a fucking huge game with no Pickens, no Lamb? I'd just rather bet against him in this specific on this specific team. We could go naked Drake May there. 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe one more late receiver, but we're done here. Just building a balanced squad. I don't know what we're gonna get for player stacks because we're most likely not getting T-Law to come back to us. Dude, Roto Heat has 0 QBs. Like, there's a 0% chance. Bro, how do you have no QBs, though? I have no QBs. How do you have no QBs? You're supposed to have 2 elites. You're supposed to have 2 elites. Alright, let's manifest here. You're gonna want Bryce Young plus Sam Darnold and Dart for all the money, dude. You really aren't gonna pair Geno Smith with Bowers? You gotta think about this stuff, man. You gotta think about you really are gonna lean into your 5th round pick that's gonna play 40% of the snaps week 17 on offense? Think about it. Think about it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Stop. Stop. Need a Viper update. All right. The Vipe started with 3 RBs through 5. Barkley, O'Marion Hampton, and Joe Mixon. Ladd at receiver and Hurts with Barkley. Ricky, 67, not afraid of the pup news. Trey Harris at 78. That will wake you up. Jaden Higgins at 91 brings in the Herb, brings in Dobbins, brings in Dallas Goedert for the stack. That I don't mind. That I don't mind. Yeah. The scoop on Dak pairs it with Pickens is fucking beautiful. That's fine. That's fine. Oh man, the punish. We absolutely got punished at QB here in the 12 spot, and we shouldn't be surprised. Fuck everyone, I think. Like that's Love is so easy to backstack. Love is so easy to backstack. Just go naked Goff for advanced rates. This is just the best value on the board. He's not stacked. It's fine. Love we can backstack pretty easily. We have Zay Flowers as the bring back. Dear Lord, being in the 12 hole with you boys has been punishing for trying to get my team stacks. The one that was the most gut punching was the Mahomes one pick before us, which I mean it makes sense. It makes sense. He's got Rice. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Even if you only had 2 receivers. This man is fearless. Ah, shit. Do we play the other side of the ball here? That's the big brain. This is okay, we're manifesting it. I'm feeling it. Anthony Richardson, week 17, Josh Downs, small pants party, Brian Thomas Jr. is the bring back, dome game, week 17, all the money straight to me. If you don't like that, I don't know what you will like. We get sniped on T-Law. It's not snipe. T-Law gets drafted. We don't get to hit that side of things. It was meant to be. We're going to hit the A-Rich side. We're going to hit the A-Rich side. And Goff is just an advanced rate piece. Everyone's reaching out for their QBs. We're just gonna get Goff a full round after ADP. We're just gonna build a fucking awesome advanced rate team. That's the goal. We'll try to get some stacks. We'll try to get our week 17 matchups in there, but we're not gonna force anything. Look at Jacek. He just went at 145. What is happening? Jaden who? We have a believer. We have a believer in the building. Oh, Tyler. I want to talk to you about this because I am on Team Tyler with this. People will make you feel bad though. I I'm on Dimes too, right? To start more games than A-Rich. Who it's a fucking coin flip. Let's be honest. It's a coin flip for who's playing week 17. It's an absolute coin flip. I would almost lean A-Rich, but who knows? Who knows? No one knows. Been smashing Dimes. I've been drafting him the last couple days pretty aggressively. Yeah, I mean, we're at 8%, and we were probably around 1 or 2, so are we really? Yeah, man. I'm like, are we really gonna go Dobbs here? But we don't even have a single stack yet with Love, and this is our last receiver we're going. We have HN. I think we wait a sec. Shut the front gate. Dowdle went at 149. Shut the front gate. Do we just go for the week 16 against Roshan here? Or do we go tight end? Pitts is just so whatever. It's so easy to just draft anyone but Pitts, but let's grab a Pitts share. I do not do this often. I do not do this often. I do it even less in with all the contests. Let's pull up all tournament data. Let's pull up Pitts. 4.6%. I do like Atlanta's playoff schedule. I do like Atlanta's playoff schedule. We have a good amount invested in that RB. We could stop. Realistically, we could stop with these two QBs, but at least we pull in one of the game stacks for week 17. It's a single, but we're probably going to target another Packer here at the end. We'll make it a double. Got to take both. Is this for the Indy quarterback take? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's the thing. Like, even when it comes to 3 QB builds, I know it's like whatever. It like the statistics and historical data show different things every freaking year for a QB. Two QBs, 3 QBs, whether it's good for advance rates through 1 through week 14 or 15 through 16 for the playoff weeks. But and the latest craze is 3 QBs. If you have a week 17 team make it, I would still rather the extra roster spot as a positional player. Give me the 2 QBs. Give me the extra roster spot dart on RB receiver. Double tapping, but this is where you handcuff yourself a little bit. Yeah, sure. It's a 17th round pick. Who cares, right? But only one's playing. Only one's getting points. So automatically, you grab 2 QBs on the Colts. You lose a roster spot. Yes, it's one that's probably going to be a 0 or near 0 anyways. But they're not always. Not always. There's been some really, really big smashes in the late rounds as of late. Oh, we can't go receiver. We're just not allowed to at this point. RB. Mark Andrews and Pitts. We can stop there, but do we want to is the question. We're going to bring up Marshawn Lloyd. What else are we doing? Do we have any other tricks? I don't know that we do. I don't know if we have any other tricks. It's tough. Do we just double tap RB here? Just going to double tap RB. Way ahead of ADP. Go get your guys. I like the rooms. We still have a ton of touches between these 3. As upside. If there's anything that happens to JT, and we're just bringing in another indie piece as well. With the hopes. Imagine. This would be the room that goes like Dimes and A-Rich. Yeah, it's I'm just gonna stand by. That's the way I feel about it. Now there's so much that goes into for me, especially like what I think a 2 QB versus a 3 QB team is, and everyone has a different threshold of what it is. How many player stacks do you have? You know, what's that third QB giving you? Is it just an advanced rate piece that's not correlated? Great. You advanced, right? Like How you gonna win money week 17 if you spent, your first 12 rounds on 3 QBs? Now if it's a late guy, I know people use, like, Sam Darnold, Geno Smith as a late round advance rate piece as a 3rd QB. You're gonna see that a lot this year. That could just be because they're good values. If you're getting a full season from these guys, they probably will end up being good fantasy pieces for a QB, but by how much? And not correlated, it's a real toss-up. Do you have any other options that are stackable? And are they in the same tier, right? That's big for me. Like, we go Goff here because we had to read the room, right? We're not gonna get we're not gonna get other stacks. Drake May went off at 130, like, we could have gone Penix, but I have Goff in a different tier than Penix. So I'm not gonna do it just out of spite for the saking of being able to stack it. I do factor in advance rates too. So there's a little fine line of I'm still gonna find some correlation here with one of my QBs, and if that's the team I have to lean into for my correlation for the playoffs, so be it. You would like to have multiple options for sure. Mm. Rodgers is there too, which is funny. Let's go Danny Dimes. I think tight end here is fine. We're good at receiver. This could be tight end 1 to be honest. Corum, Keaton Mitchell. Let's go Keaton. Fuck it. Talking about upside. Let's bring in another Green Bay, Baltimore piece. 3 Baltimore pieces. Yeah, yeah. If they're stacked, like absolutely, let's go. Gonzo in the house. What's up, baby? The amount of people watching, the amount of likes is crazy. Either you got yourself a little army of haters or a bunch of lustful lurkers. LOL. A wide range of outcomes. Mike Rob in the house. Appreciate you, bro. Head of PR for the pound. Go down, slap the like if you guys enjoyed the content. We are gonna be ripping another one for you boys. And it's probably like 82 degrees in the basement. It is blistering. It is blistering. You'd rather lose than unstack Darnold. It's just sort of a waste of a pick, in my opinion. Are there ways that it can work week 17? Absolutely. Like, don't get me wrong. You have weeks that are just flat across the board for QBs, and it doesn't really matter um, who you have, right? It could just be a flat week for QB. So it does work from time to time. We've seen Naked Goff win weekly winners. Naked Goff winning weekly winners. That's that's one of the craziest things. Now, when you start to dive into it, like, how did it happen? Why did it happen? Detroit, a lot of pieces, big offense, Gibbs, Demont, not really a pass catcher. I don't remember what happened in that specific game, but I do know he spread the ball. Laporta, JMO, Amon-Ra. So, you can get it to happen. This draft filled incredibly quick. So, I know a lot of these people are in here. I don't recognize a lot of the names. Hager, potentially, I know TM's in the house. Uh, a lot of these names I don't recognize. So we do have a bunch of lurkers. Be careful. Be careful out there. The streets are not safe. You're being watched. You are being watched. We got 42 Lycaroos, 70 in the house. Mister, of course, bro. Appreciate you, man. Frank, appreciate you, bro. My guy. And we'll see what we get here at 11. We'll see what we get here at 11. What's this? White chocolate on the 12 hole? What the hell is that? White chocolate 7. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 7. Overdog, C May. This name looks familiar. The EO. This name looks yeah, BBOC. What's going on? They are watching. They are watching from inside the walls. The receivers off the board straight, followed by Bijan, Barkley, and Gibbs. I would expect the big dog to sort of run like this. Go 3 receivers straight. Indy's in the house. Did you get on live tonight, dude? I saw the invite. I had one planned for 9 already. Yeah, what's up, Putt? We're doing another BBM. This is the 3rd one of the night. Ah, man, one of those 3, bro. One of those 3. We're just praying. All right, let's check the combos. Combos are actually very balanced here. The only one we don't have any shares with Amon-Ra are Derrick Henry, and we are most certainly going HN here. Give me as much HN this year as possible. I'm sad this has dropped from 16%. I'm sad it's dropped. And the Jonnu news is impactful too. It is impactful. 111 targets. This is already a condensed offense. Like, that's a shit ton of targets. There's no way Darren Waller is even pulling. I'd be surprised if he pulled 80. I'd be surprised if he pulled 80. Staying healthy a full year. Yeah, give me every and any combination with HN. Next 12 hole spot, if I'm faced with Genty HN, I'm gonna do HN, Drake London. You can mix in HN, AJ Brown. You can get fun with it. I don't think you're missing out too much. And that's probably something drafters aren't doing enough of, is thinking about these players in tiers. I do think Amon-Ra splits a tier at receiver, but after that, BTJ, Drake London, AJ Brown, and Ladd, I would have as my next tier of receivers. So sort of mixing in different combinations with those players, if there's no playoff correlation that you're favoring, is an easy way to get different, and you're not giving up too much projection-wise, if that's the way you view those players. Getting away from ADP, and then also knowing how much you're doing it with a draft tool that helps with your own portfolio, bestballoverlay.com, the biggest hedge of best ball for $30 a month. Promo code Pounders, all caps. You know the deal. Marv at 29. How much Marv? You're slipping behind a little bit. 6.7. Lamar goes off before Allen in this one. Coming back around for us. Very well balanced with our HN shares. 27% DJ Moore, but we have a bag of DJ Moore. How about Amon-Ra? 0 Terry, 0 Adams, 60% Kyron, right? So 3 of our 5 Amon-Ra teams have Kyron. Like, why? Right? Like why? We will go a falling Devontae Adams here. We have him ranked at 33. This seems like a good spot for us. We get him at 35. Is that our first HN Adams team too? Yeah, first Achane Adams team and first Amon-Ra Adams team. So we get him at his old price. Wow, and we're gonna get Terry here at 38. Yep. Yes. Yes. Let's do it. Let's play ball. Let's play ball. Or they should go off right after him, probably Kittle to follow, and then it has to be Joe Daniels. I have DJ Moore ranked up here too. It depends, right? DJ Moore, like, I don't know. Like, Keenan Allen's not there anymore. You have Colson Loveland starting camp, hopefully soon. With the Burden, same thing. Roma Odunze, who Caleb couldn't find on the field. Well, he found him. He just couldn't hit him. And you have a ton of Keenan Allen targets disappearing, 121. And you have 2 rookies coming in the offense in Rome year 2. I don't know. My 18.7% DJ Moore, like, I need to be convinced to, like, come off the click, or I need to just continue to click it, not listen to anyone. That's I prefer. But if someone has a case for DJ Moore, like, I'll read it, like, why I should stop clicking him. It's been tough. It's been tough. Here we go. 4-hole. Bowers and Kittle, Lamar and Bijan. Big squeeze. Making big mistakes. 17% Achane, mostly early, 22% Dobbins in the 180s. Let's have a peek. Let's have a peek, and this is fun. Fun practice. My Dobbins average pick is 167 at 16%, so we're lockstep there. Get ahead of that rise, baby. How about Achane? Achane, our average pick 17.7 on 13%, and this has just come down because he's been a hot commodity as of late. But that used to be 16.7. There we go. Big squeeze. Trying to make the comeback here. Brings in Zay Flowers with Lamar. Done. Nicely done. That's my main goal. If you guys are new to the channel, been doing this for 4 years on Underdog, profitable 3 of the 4 years, and that last year was lost like $200, 250. It was like it's basically break even for how much we're playing. My focus is just beating the field on ADP, building strong teams, correlated, week 17, not being reactive, but trying to be ahead. This is an interesting spot for us for Travis Hunter. I do like grabbing 2 of these receivers. Yeah, let's go Travis Hunter here at 59 and see what this dude does. See what this dude does. O'Dunes, I like it. Well played. And Henderson, I think we're going Olave. Could have gone O'Dunes and then try to get Jennings. That's what I thought he was going to do. So we're just like Olave here. Achane, Amon-Ra, Adams, Terry, Travis Hunter, and Olave. We're going to take a big old break from receiver here. It could be capped at 7. It could be capped at 6, depending who our next guy is. If we get a crazy fall. If we get a crazy fall. Ooh, Travis Etienne at 64. Swift off at 65. What is happening? These things are crazy. I can't believe people already spent all their entries. We just saw Travis Etienne go off the board before RJ Harvey. Oh, what? What's our average on Harvey? It's probably not good. We don't have a ton. It's basically right above ADP. Small bonus. Henderson. Maybe we should have gone. Maybe we should have gone Henderson here first, and then just taken whatever's available left at receiver. There's so many available receivers there. But we also could have gone Harvey here. It's not the biggest. I don't know about you guys, but Harvey kind of throws me for a loop. Harvey throws me for a loop. He's expensive. There's still 4 running backs in this room. I don't know. It's sketchy. It's sketchy. I have a shit ton in the big board too, which is nice, but the new price throws me for a loop a little bit. Overdog brings in his third receiver. Shakir pairs it with Josh Allen. Golden off. Tony Pollard off. Yeah. Pollard coming back would have felt pretty good. Especially would have had a little week 17 action there. With Olave, probably the most disgusting week 17 game. New Orleans versus Tennessee. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it won't be bad. Aaron Jones. We're catching up to 8% here on Aaron Jones just freaking today, but we got a little week 17 correlation there in Minnesota. Oof. Oh God. That's awful to think about. Well, I'll get to it. That's crazy though. Yeah, Hawk. Fuck. It's just Jaden Reed here, huh? It's just Jaden Reed here. We get Reed at 86. We're probably done at receiver here. 3 bye week 8. So Terry, Olave, Jaden Reed. Please have a good bye week 8. This comment. What do you think the chances are of Rice suspension coming during the playoff weeks? I would think they would get it done before that. I would plan on them getting it done before that. I wouldn't really worry about that. That's a good narrative to push. Like I'll retweet that on Twitter so we can get some cheap Rice. I got you, dude. John Z, there it is. Cancellation of the morning draft. I love my Puka Monra start, but it was a ridiculous draft there. Yeah. 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 You had a crazy start. In the morning. I had a pretty crazy start as well in that contest. So 76, 75, 74. Which one is it? I just went on auto after I saw I was getting thrown out. Was it this one? Gibbs, AJ Brown. Where was it? Did it already get tossed? Oh, that's what you're saying, and there it is. Like it got tossed. Let's go. Let's go. Good. Good. They tossed it quick. Let's check the email. The team was crazy. Like they had to toss it. He went like Harold Fannin Jr. in the first round, or Marshawn Lloyd in the first round, and then Harold Fannin in the second. Yeah, I don't see the team. I don't see the email though. Downloading 8. Did you get the email, Sean, that it was canceled? I'm not seeing it, but I didn't see the team, so. It's in the junk mail. That's crazy. We had a Bijan, Ladd, Bucky, Daniels, DJ Moore, Jennings, Addison, Downs, Mahomes, Dobbins, Caleb. The Caleb was when I went on auto, when I was like, "Yeah, this is getting tossed." I joined another draft. Okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Let's go Goff and think about the rest. 26. 26. Where's the golden team? Golden team has Burrow Daniels. That's perfect for us. That's perfect for us. I don't love that he double tap QB there. I feel a little less comfortable. Makes me feel a little less comfortable. Let's go Love here. I'm feeling good about it now. After seeing 5 straight, I'm feeling good about the Love reach up. 6 straight. Oh, man, we played it well, boys. I know we reached up on both guys, but when you're on the ends, you have to sometimes. Wow. 6 straight QBs. Thank God. Thank God we did that. If we tried pushing the stacks there, it could have been gross. The other thing is I was trying to balance which teammate do I draft first in that situation? It'll make sense to you in a minute. It's like, which one do I have a higher chance of getting back, but which one at the end of the day is more important right now? That made us go Love. There goes Prescott. Dude, Trey Harris went 76 in the last draft to Best Ball Viper. He goes at 119 here. Back to KDP. That's even a full. That's a full round. Nice. Really nice. Yeah, this dude goes T-Law too. Look at that, bro. 3 QBs, 0 correlation. All like 2 ahead of ADP, just barely, whatever. But like, who's pushing these narratives that like grabbing 3 QBs is a good idea that when they're not correlated, it's just so bad. At least he has Fields. At least he has someone's rushing upside. But all right, we are a few picks away. We'll see if we get Kraft back. That was the goal. I was thinking, do we go Kraft at 110, and then do we have a better chance of getting Love on the way back around? That would not have happened, and we have Love with Reed here. This dude goes Kraft. So it didn't matter, but we wouldn't have got Love back, so we are pretty happy still. Wow, we get Stevenson back to us at 131. What a gift. What a gift. An absolute gifter. I kinda wanna go Spears here. Just push tight end. Jets, Tampa Bay, Minnesota, Baltimore. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go Spears here. 10 picks after ADP, basically. JT, what's up, dude? What's going on? This is our third BBMer tonight. So we're catching up. We're catching up. I want to do a fair amount of the sprint too, and we have 50 days. We have 50 days until NFL Red Zone. We went very heavy invested on receivers. Had to reach up for the QBs on the end. We almost got completely boxed here. 6 straight. Then everyone to Stroud gets drafted by 126. We got lucky. We got lucky on reaching up there. Now we'll see if we can get a couple guys back to us. Achane, Aaron Jones, Stevenson, Spears, Amon-Ra, Devontae Adams, Terry McLaurin, Travis Hunter, Olave, Reed, Goff, and Love. Week 17, bring back with our Amon-Ra Goff stack with Aaron Jones. We don't have a Baltimore piece yet. Keaton Mitchell for all the money, some are saying. Keaton Mitchell for all the money, some are saying. Oh, man, Staffy goes. So if we were going to go 3 QBs, it was going to be Staffy. I don't see us. There's one other that I'd be interested in if it happens, it happens. QBs flew off in this room. It's wild. It's wild. Out of nowhere, too. Out of nowhere. Giroff, Ferguson off at 147 finally. Likely 142. That's a nice double tap right there. For his first 2 tight ends. That's well played, dude. That's well played. We're thinking about going Ferguson here at 4 instead of Spears. But the 10 pick slide was too juicy. I had the spoon out. I had to scoop. I had the spoon out. Tua off the board. What's the 12 spot? 12 spot has 1 tight end. He has 2 QBs, Caleb and Drake May. Does Michael Penix come back to us is the question. So the thought was to go Pitts and Penix. Now we're probably sticking to these 2 QBs, most likely. We're most likely sticking to these 2 QBs. Almost at 50 like-a-roos. You guys, go down, slap the like. You guys enjoy the stream. Your boy appreciates it. Appreciate the support. Strange here, bringing a teammate. Yeah. Yeah. Let's bring in Strange. Henry would have been nice. Our tight end room's gonna look like ass. I think we just go back to RB here. Let's bring in Dowdle. 18 picks before ADP. Go get your guys. We're gonna need 2 more tight ends, obviously. If we stop here at 6 receivers, I mean, we're gonna have an extra roster spot here somewhere. We'll have the luxury of going 6 RBs, not that we need it. If we want, we can go 6 RBs. We're definitely going 3 tight ends. If we stop here at 6 receivers, we can do that. If we want to go 7, we could go like this is interesting. 3-6-6-3 or a 2-6. Yeah, we should be done here. We have to stop here at receiver. We've so much invested. We'll see what's there. We could just go like naked A-Rich if we want. Naked Dimes, one of the 2. We could bring in like Rodgers with one of the tight ends. Ooh, the Zach Ertz Gesicki clicks really clean there. Really clean. Good value at tight end. Really good value. His first 2 tight ends too. We're sweating right now. We are sweating. Jack Bash, Rashawn off. Are we gonna get punished at tight end and how bad? It's just a matter of how bad we're gonna get punished. I still like quite a few that Jason, what's up, baby? Saying drafting strange for some change. That's all you need, man. You just need some spare change. You know, win a basketball contest, have your wife spend it on the deck, go back to the grind next year. You know how it is. You know how it is. This dude needs a receiver. Hager, I want to say he's live with this. Yeah, that's a good Pierce click. Oh, thank the heavens, huh? Thank the heavens. What's this dude got for tight ends? White chalk could be done. He might not be done. He could be done. I have very little Smith. We got lucky on this. 1.3% John. We're gonna take him at 170. It's also a Detroit bring back week 16, which is sick. And we're happy now. We're happy. We're back to being happy. Whew, man. A couple more of these tight ends go off, and I'm not like loving it. All right, we get a little mini now. Kate Otten. Kate Otten with our Miami with HN week 17. Love getting pieces of that game. Love getting pieces of that game. Strange, Johnny, Kate Otten. Viable. Viable. Passed. It passes the test. Now we have 2 picks left. I'm thinking we go a QB with rushing upside, and there goes Daniel Jones at pick 184. So maybe not. Maybe we just that's just not a thing. Thinking QB with upside, rushing upside, and a running back to finish this one. Finish at 6 RBs. Yeah, I'm just never gonna talk again. There goes both Indy QBs in round 16. Gotta laugh sometimes. Gotta laugh. I'm oh my god. The 3 QB build with Allens. Goff and Love. We'll see. 12 picks away. Rodgers goes to I think that seals the deal. We have a do we just queue him so he gets taken? I think we just queue him, we test it. We see if he gets taken. So we're gonna go Tyler Shock. All right, guys, this is your cue. This is where you draft him. We're gonna go Tyler Shock. Maybe one of the biggest edges too is drafting a Giants quarterback. What percent is the field drafting one of the Giants quarterbacks in every draft? Like what? It's probably like 1 out of 5 drafts you see a Giants quarterback being drafted, maybe less, which that has to be wrong. Like we're drafting both QBs. Yes, we think they have the higher upside, rushing upside. Daniel Jones might actually not run the ball as much with that neck injury. Recovered. I think we will go Tyler Shuck here, though. We have Spears as the bring back. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And maybe we get a week 16 mini here. See what he does. Let's see what White Chocolate wants to do. What's cool is if you click on the other team with the overlay, you can see what other players they have, like for stacks. It's really easy to just identify who they might be drafting. Rashard Smith here is interesting. Let's go Justice Hill. Week 17, we get a Green Bay, Baltimore bring back. We have a Baltimore piece on this team. Hmm, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Definitely not one of our prettiest teams, but a 3-6-6-3. Doc Love, Tyler Shuck with the Week 17 bring back with the Detroit Dome game with Aaron Jones, stacked up with Amon-Ra. Yeah, we just had a bunch of single stacks in this one. Goff with Amon-Ra, Olave with Shuck, Reed with Love. We couldn't push Kraft back around, but we could have got absolutely demolished in this if we didn't reach up on these two QBs. That was the pinnacle moment that made this team not look even more disgusting. I made it at least pass. Like we got some of our stacks. Like these are still early receivers to get your stacks with. I'm happy about that. And 13 pick fall in Jonnu. And for us, where we didn't draft barely any Jonnu, it's not a bad idea for me to get some more shares in the 160s, 170s, where he's falling to. Strange, we're at 4%. We just needed to enter the tight end realm there. Shuck for all the money. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love drafting him. I'll have under 4% for sure. It's probably gonna be around 3. When I draft the receivers though, here we have Olave. We don't have too much invested, but still if you're planning on Olave having a good year, you should have a certain amount. What amount is that of Shuck? I I think it's around 3%. I think it's around 3. Which if you're gonna have that little of someone, what are the chances that he makes the finals for you? So conversation is probably gonna be relative. So we ended up with how many BBMs? I think we did 3 tonight. We had one tossed while we were live. Yeah, we had one tossed. Perfect. I'm glad. That's awesome that it happened that quick. Really glad. But if you guys haven't already downloaded bestballoverlay.com, that's the overlay that I was using tonight. It's truly I'm a drafter first. I'm involved with Best Ball Overlay. I'm a part owner. I wouldn't use it if it wasn't helpful to me. And I would use other tools if I thought they were more helpful. But I don't need tools that tell me what pick to make. I have my own rankings and I can see the correlation. But I want to know the combination percent. Like that's the biggest thing. I want to know stuff about my individual portfolio. Do I have enough Trevor Lawrence with those Jags receivers? And I can just search up whatever I want on the combo tool as the draft. It's extremely helpful for me. It'll be extremely helpful for you. If you guys don't like it, we'll give you a full refund. First 3 days, first full week. Just message us and we'll refund you if you're not enjoying the product. But we have very minimal cancellation. So appreciate you boys coming out tonight. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday night. I'll be drafting in the Discord still, so make sure you hop in there. Links in the description. I appreciate you boys. I'll catch you on the next one. Pounders.